Does your dog ever stretch when they see you? But could it just be a cute gesture? Or is there something deeper you haven't noticed? Today, we're going to explore 10 strange reasons why dogs love this action. And one of them might completely change the way you perceive your pet's behavior. You'll be surprised to learn that stretching is not just a simple greeting. It's also a sign of comfort, joy, and even a way for dogs to communicate their emotions to you without words. Let's dive into these interesting and sometimes surprising reasons why dogs stretch. And remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so now so you won't miss out on the valuable videos that help you better understand your beloved dog's behavior. Let's get started. When your dog stretches, it's a clear sign of absolute trust. It's not just a simple movement to ease the body after lying still for a long time. It's also their way of expressing complete comfort in an environment where they feel safe. Think about it. If they didn't feel safe with you, would they easily expose their body in such a vulnerable position? Dogs only do this when they know they can fully relax next to you. You might not notice it, but every time you walk into the house and see your dog stretching, that's their way of saying, "I'm so happy you're home. I feel safe with you here." It's the same feeling you get when you come home after a long day and relax in your favorite room. That's the deep emotional bond between you and your pet. Have you ever noticed that every time you come home, your dog stretches as if they're welcoming you back? Why do they do that? Is it because they're happy to see you? Or is it just a habit? Not exactly. Sometimes this action is actually a special greeting from your dog, a way of expressing joy and happiness when they see you return after a long day. Imagine this. When you open the door, you see your dog sitting there, stretching with their bright eyes, wagging their tail non-stop. It's not just a casual action. It's an emotional expression saying, "I'm so happy you're home." This is part of the loving welcome ritual that dogs have. It's very similar to when you meet a long-lost friend, and a warm hug is how they greet you. Dogs are the same. They use the stretching action to show their excitement. A simple yet deeply affectionate gesture. A gentle gesture, but full of meaning, especially when they can relax and feel comfortable being close to you. If you've been feeling tired or stressed after a long day, you might need a moment to unwind. And certainly, your dog is no different from you. When dogs stretch, it's not just a physical action, but also a sign that they're getting ready to play or engage in their favorite activities. Have you ever noticed that after stretching, your dog looks at you with eager eyes, then quickly runs to grab their favorite toy? That's their way of inviting you to start a fun playtime. Dogs can use stretching as an invitation to join their world. When you hold a ball or pull on a leash, your dog will immediately stretch as a way to warm up before starting the game. This is when they need interaction from you. Dogs want you to participate. They want you to play with them. Just like a child waiting for their parents to play with them, dogs can't wait to start the fun they love. One thing not everyone realizes is that dogs sometimes stretch not just to welcome you, but also because they need to relieve tension. Stretching is also a way for them to relax and cope with strong emotions, like anxiety or stress in a particular situation. For example, if guests come over and your dog feels uncomfortable, they might stretch to calm their feelings. Imagine being in an unfamiliar situation, like an important meeting. You might feel nervous and need a few minutes to relax. For dogs, when they stretch, it's a way to reduce anxiety and relax in a new space or stressful situation. This is especially important for dogs who struggle with meeting strangers or being in unfamiliar situations. Stretching in these moments isn't just a habit. It's a clear sign that they're trying to soothe their own anxiety. You've probably noticed something very familiar yet special. After a long nap, your dog stretches comfortably. Just like you stretch after waking up, Dogs also need a little time to wake up their bodies. When they stretch after a nap, it's not just preparing them for the next activity, but also a signal that they're ready to continue a day full of energy. Stretching after sleeping helps them stretch their muscles, making their bodies more flexible and ready for the next actions. This is a very natural behavior, nothing surprising. But have you ever thought that it also shows your dog's zest for life and happiness? After a deep sleep, dogs wake up not just because they need to, but because they want to start a new day with you. This feeling is truly a wonderful way to strengthen the deep connection between you and your dog. Have you ever noticed that whenever your dog prepares for a favorite activity, they have a special stretch? Could it be just a way to stretch their body before jumping into high-energy play? Actually, this stretching behavior of dogs carries a deeper message than you might think. When dogs stretch before playing, it's not just a way of warming up, but also a signal of readiness. This is when they want you to join their world, a world full of fun and activity. Just think about it. Every time you pick up a ball or grab a leash, your dog stretches and looks at you with eager eyes. This isn't just a coincidence. It's an invitation to have fun, inviting you to join them in the wonderful moments of life. You might already know that dogs use this stretching action to signal the start of their favorite games, like fetch or running. And if you pay attention, younger dogs or more active breeds always have this habit before every game. It's the excitement, the anticipation for those moments of relaxation and fun with their owner. Have you ever wondered if your dog can sense things that aren't so clear in life, like feelings of anxiety or stress? In fact, stretching is not just a physical movement, but could also be a sign that your dog is trying to cope with feelings of worry or tension. Especially in new or stressful situations, dogs might stretch as a way to calm themselves. If you have guests over, or there's a change in the environment, your dog might stretch to reduce their anxiety and create a more comfortable feeling. This is how dogs find their calm in an unfamiliar space. Imagine this. When a stranger visits, your dog might not be very comfortable, but instead of running away or barking, they stretch to soothe their feelings. This shows that, whether anxious or uncertain, dogs always know how to self-soothe so they can communicate and interact more gently. This is a subtle and intelligent action on their part. Sometimes, dogs don't need many words to show their relaxation and happiness, do they? Have you ever noticed that every time you're sitting beside them, your dog stretches and then lays down, gently wagging their tail, almost as if they're saying, "I'm really happy to be here with you"? When dogs stretch like this, it's not just physical relaxation, but also a sign of deep joy and satisfaction. This feeling is similar to when you have a relaxing afternoon with loved ones. No need to say much, just enjoying each other's presence. These moments are truly precious, when you see your dog so comfortable that they can naturally stretch in the safety of your space. It's a sign of a dog feeling happy, without worry or stress, simply relaxing and enjoying the moment. The feeling you get when you start a new day feeling refreshed, sometimes you stretch and feel your body wake up. This is not just a privilege of humans. Dogs do it too. After waking up from a nap, your dog's stretching is actually their way of preparing for the next activities. This stretching isn't random. It's a natural reflex to warm up their body, relieve tension, and get ready for an energetic day. Try noticing every morning when you get out of bed. Your dog will also start their day with a stretch and yawn. This is a very natural action they do every time they wake up, helping them approach a new day with a healthy body and ready for any challenges. These small gestures also make you feel the joy and freshness of life with your pet. Finally, we all know that dogs are loyal friends, but sometimes that loyalty is expressed through very simple gestures, like a stretch after you return home from work. Have you ever thought that your dog's stretching could be a loving and deeply emotional welcome? This is how dogs express their joy when seeing you again after being apart, even if it's just for a day. Can you imagine every time you come home, your dog stretches and licks your hand? It's not just a simple physical action, it's also an expression of love and absolute loyalty. For dogs, your return is a great joy, and they want to share this moment by stretching, as if saying, "I'm really happy you're home." These simple yet emotional moments are exactly why the bond between you and your dog is so special. So, after all these reasons, do you see that your dog's stretching is not just a simple physical habit, but a way they communicate with you, expressing love and relaxation in life? Every time your dog stretches, it's an opportunity for you to look deeper into their emotions and what they want to express. It's not just the joy of seeing you again, but also those moments that help you understand more about safety, trust, and the strong connection between you and your pet. We may not realize it, but this simple action holds deep emotions, reflecting love, protection, and peace in the relationship between you and your dog. So, next time you see your dog stretching, don't just think of it as a random act. Think of it as an emotional greeting, a way for your dog to show their love for you. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about dog behavior, don't forget to leave a comment below and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. We look forward to receiving your questions and shares, and together we'll explore more fascinating things about our four-legged friends.